is direct experience from learning Prakriya.
Such say Sakshatkar. This is a Hindi phrase that literally means face to face with truth. Unless this happens to us, we will not get answers to those questions that are buried deep down in our hearts. Let us look at the journey of this little girl, Rani.
Rani is a curious young child. She goes to school but has several questions bubbling up in her mind. Did she find her answers? If so, how did she do it? Her maths teacher gave her a sum 450 divided by 20. The zeros get cancelled and so divide 45 by 2. Smart girl Rani finished it correctly and got the answer. Teacher said, Shabash Rani. Next, her teacher gave her another sum 683 divided by 23. Rani knew what to do. She cancelled both the 3's and divided 68 by 2. Rani, what are you doing? Only zeros get cancelled. You cannot cancel other numbers. Why, ma'am? Rani was puzzled. If I do that to one number, why can't I do it for another?
Rani was not satisfied. Her curiosity made her miserable. She felt as if her head would burst if she didn't get the answers.
She asked her brother, who she knew was good in maths. He told her that he also learnt it that way. If you want marks, just follow. But not Rani. Okay, I will take you to my professor who teaches maths in my college. He is a very learned man. They knocked at the professor's door one day. The professor was very happy to receive little Rani, who was quite scared. A learned professor is going to laugh at her. Rani's brother raised her doubt with the professor. As soon as he heard it, the professor gave out a loud laughter. Oh my God, this is what I was afraid of. Rani was almost in tears. The professor stood up and came to Rani. She stood up, cowering with fear. He smiled at her and patted her back. Such a brilliant question. I'm waiting for a student like this. Rani could not believe her ears. Just wait for a minute, said the professor and left the room. He returned and said, you need to sow these seeds equally in 20 different places on your way home. Tell me how many seeds you planted on the hole tomorrow. A rather disappointed Rani returned with her brother. I thought he would explain, but he is instead asking me to sow these seeds. She went about her work and wrote down, I sowed 40 seeds. Rani went once more to meet the professor. He looked at her notes and asked, how many seeds did you sow? She said, there were 40 seeds and I sowed 2 seeds in each place. The professor smiled and said, you've one more task to do. Come with me. He took her to his mini library. There were a few books on his table, not arranged properly. He took 4 books out of it and asked Rani to arrange in the 2 shelves next to her. Immediately after arranging the books, Rani's face shone with happiness. She had come face to face with the truth. Her professor drew it on the board, 20 spots. And he told Rani, how would you calculate? 40 divided by 20 gives you 2. And there is no remainder. Now how would you do the other one? Here there are two shelves with two books each. And how would you calculate it? So Rani wrote it down. 4 divided by 2 gives you 2 and 0 remainder. So how does it equate? The professor wrote it down. 40 divided by 20. Now you divide both of them by 10. Here you go. That is why you cancel the zeros. You see, it's the same as 4 divided by 2. That is the value of direct experience or aparoksha jnana, as the sages would call it. In the Gurukulas, they put the students through an experience and then sat down with them to clear their doubts and answer all the questions.
Rani got an answer to all her questions. With these activities, the professor gave her an experience of maths. But Rani had to spend so much time outside of school. Why?